Today, we're going to review 2015's The Gift. Oh my God! Roberta, are you okay? Someone get her some Gatorade! Hello, I am Robert.
And I am Roberta.
And today,
But I don't have an accent.
we will be reviewing 2015's The Gift.
Yeah.
Do you remember who's in it?
Jason Bateman.
Jason
is
Bateman.
The lead. He's the bully, in my opinion. And, Gordo.
Yes, who plays Gordo?
Edgerton.
It's either Edgerton or Edgerton. I don't know how to pronounce it. Joel Edgerton. He's also the director. Did you know that?
I did not. And it's very impressive that he is.
I had my hair styled today, sort of like his in the movie. He actually dyed his hair a weird brownish red shade because he kind of plays like a creepy weirdo a little bit. And he's not. He's actually a big, strapping Australian fellow.
Oh.
He puts shrimp on the Barbie and everything.
Well, I dyed my hair to pretend that I was Simon's wife, the character Simon. What's the girl's name?
Rebecca Hall plays Robin, Simon's wife.
Robin! Of course.
Robin.
Loved her.
Yes. Okay. And you just reenacted one of her scenes.
The big faint scene, yeah.
Yes. So, this film...
No, that was a real faint, by the way.
Oh, yes, I know. You're not getting enough electrolytes. I've told you that many times. This film, they move to a new house. Simon and Robin do.
In L.A.
Are they in L.A.?
They moved from Chicago to L.A.
That's right. They did move to Chicago.
And they're like, this will help Robin with her drug problem.
Maybe not. Well, they're also trying to get pregnant. And there was bad influence or something in her life. You know, drugs or whatever. Her pusher, her dealer in Chicago. And by happenstance, and I hate when this happens to me, they run into an old, like a grade school friend because Jason Bateman's character, Simon, he grew up very close to where they moved to, like 10 miles away or something, and they meet Gordo. Gordo said, "Hey, aren't you Simon, played by Jason Bateman?" And he doesn't recognize him, and he's like, "I'm Gordo." And they're like, "Oh, yeah. And just like you run into any old friend, and
not a friend.
You pretend you remember him, like, "Oh, yeah, we should catch up sometime." And then you blow him off, and you're like, "I really don't know who the hell that was," or "Oh my God, that kid was weird."
But he knew who he was.
But that's the whole start of the movie, because Gordo had a nickname in grade school. Remember what it was?
The Weirdo.
Weirdo. Gordo the Weirdo. Yes! What was your nickname? Not the one that I gave you. What was your nickname in school?
I had several. The Floof, the Fluff, the Frizz, the Fro, and Hey Kid, Move Your Head, I Can't See the Board.
This is probably hair related.
Yeah, it was before I had straighteners.
Yeah, she had big hair back then.
Yeah.
What was mine? Well,
the Weirdo.
I had a lot of the same nicknames as you. Instead of the Fluff, it was the Fluffer. I don't know why.
Wasn't that in college?
Down Under, Sub-Zero.
That was after college. You had a lot of phases.
I did. But I digress. So Gordo and Simon's relationship is strained because Simon doesn't really like the guy.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird vibe, and Robin does her best to be like, "Oh, he seems nice."
I think Robin was sort of the dutiful wife. She's like, "He's okay. He's just a little odd. You should be nice to him."
Yeah, he's so nice. He gives us presents.
Speaking of presents, so the name of this film is The Gift. Hey, Roberta.
Happy birthday to us.
Since it's The Gift is the movie, I decided to get you a little gift.
Oh,
Some
thank you.
tchotchkes. I know how much you love them.
I decided to get you a gift as well.
Oh, you know what I like. Thank you, sister. So, What do you think? And I realize this could be a spoiler, so we won't go there. What do you think, like, the gift in a movie title really was? Because I know, I counted, Gordo gave at least 11 gifts to the couple. He gave them fish.
Is this another biblical thing?
It could be. He gave them fish food. He gave them DVDs.
Wine.
DVDs are not in the Bible, by the way.
There were 3 gifts at the end. Are we counting the bassinet? What's that little car seat thingy? The little wheelie thing? What's the little thing that rocks?
A rocker.
What was it? Was it a car seat or a rocker that he gave him?
I don't know.
That was the one in the big box. And then the little gifts are inside. Okay.
He gave him a DVD, and that's not in the Bible, so stuff that in your Bible and smoke it.
Oh, it was a movie. And
yeah, Apocalypse Now. Apocalypse Now, yes. So there's a lot of other movie references, too, but Apocalypse Now is, like, involved in the plot. Now,
yeah.
I think that was purposeful. I don't think Gordo just liked Apocalypse Now. I think that there's a message there. And the message of Apocalypse Now, one of the messages, other than
the world's ending,
other than you really shouldn't hire Marlon Brando anymore, is that war is sort of futile, right? So I think that may have been Gordo's subtext when he gave that as a gift. He's like, war, disagreements, conflict is a little futile.
No, because he was waging a whole ass war.
Was he? So is this movie about revenge?
Yes.
Or is it about learning forgiveness?
Nobody
for
learned
past. Oh, really? I don't want to spoil it, but I would say at the end of the movie, there might be some realizations that happen. Anyway, I did want to say, this was her recommendation, folks. Yeah. It's not mine. I didn't pick it. She picked it. It's not a horror movie, by the way.
It's a thriller.
There's nothing. It's a yes. It's a thriller.
It's sort of hoary.
It's hoary, horror-y. Okay.
Down under. You're flashing back to your old days.
It is horror-y.
Let's clarify.
Horror-y, not hoary. It's a thriller, but it's lacking a lot of what I consider to make a film horror.
Let me digress. One of the little horror tricks that they did use that's very scary is the wife Robin gets scared by things in the house, and when they do I call them house tricks. It's like things you can't explain. So the faucet's turned on, and she hears it, and she comes in, and the music's and whoa, the faucet's on, and then she looks down a hallway. Horror movies love hallways.
Yeah, but
there's a lot of hallways.
There's no goddamn ghost turning on the faucet.
Yeah, but it's still like it's a hallway, and hallways.
Well, I think you're supposed to believe that it's an intruder, and there's certainly
could be anything. Though.
There's certainly
use your imagination.
Besides an intruder or a ghost, who be turning on your faucet?
You could just have bad pipes, and that's really scary too. It's a horror movie.
I got bad pipes. I might have to take a squat in a minute. Lines from the movie.
I was an asshole, okay?
You may be done with the past, but the past is not done with you. This movie has it's convoluted. I'm going to say that the ending of this film is a bombshell.
I would agree.
But it's still ambiguous. And if you want to argue about exactly what happened at the movie, we could do that off camera because I don't want to ruin it. But do you know what I mean? It's an ambiguous bombshell, which would be a great name for a band.
Let's start one.
I could sing. No, I can't. I can't sing for shit.
Then screw it. Let's start a restaurant.
Ambiguous bombshell. I would eat there. Hey, enough about this band name and this new diner we're going to start. Let's rate this movie with pumpkins. Are you giving this 2?
It didn't scare me at all, to be honest. So as a horror movie, this is all.
I'll go with her on this. I mean, I would have accepted 2.
It was just sad.
There's a little twinge of beginning of fear back when like he started. Well, you don't know
When
it's him.
Jangles went missing, I was out of my mind.
Yeah.
Where's the dog? When dogs go missing, I'm ready to throw my TV on the ground.
Yeah.
You don't hurt the dog.
The dog has no purpose in this movie other than to go missing and make you nervous.
Yes, the dog goes missing. It makes you nervous. And then, I don't know how they got the dog to do this on the screen. It stares into the camera and she goes, "Where were you?" And the dog looks at her like, "You don't know where I've been."
She just spoiled the ending of the movie because now you know the friggin' dog comes back.
That is such a short plot line. I'm not really.
It is. It's not a plot line. I'm telling you, the only reason the dog was in
Missing
this
and
movie
literally
was
next
to
day
go
back.
missing.
It went missing. It came back, and they wasted like 5 lines on like why it was named Jangles. They're like, well, it's named Mr. Bojangles.
Mr. Bojangles.
You know who wrote
the
that song?
Oh Jesus! Don't break the friggin' pumpkins.
We should do a cutaway to the song.
1.5 pumpkins.